What's up guys, it's Skyler with Wilson Water Sports, and today I'm going to walk you through this Malibu M230. Starting out here at the front of the M230, we have our docking lights. On the M series boats, we do have upper and lower docking lights that come standard with it. Right here, bow step to easily get up into the bow from the trailer. As we walk back here, we do have 3 pair of pull-up cleats, bow, center, and then rear of the boat. This one is on a triple axle trailer with the upgraded 18-inch tires and wheels. Making our way to the back of the boat, we do have the flip down swim step right here. Makes it super easy for getting on and off when you're in the water, especially when your ballast tanks are empty and the platform sits a little bit higher out of the water. You do have on the trailer a transom step right here to easily get into the boat like that. We do have the Malibu stern turn on this boat, which works really well with the on the M series boats, and a big reason for that is the surf gate fusion that's right here. So the surf gates are integrated into the hull of this boat rather than being back here. So this is going to help with an earlier displacement of water, and it's going to make your wave a little bit bigger and a little bit taller naturally because it's redirecting the water earlier. And like I was saying with the thruster, that thruster has nothing impeding here for when the water is getting pushed through here. And there's a little bit obviously here with the surf pipe, but it works really, really well. So back here on the transom, we have our underwater swim lights, Power Wedge 3 right here, and our surf pipe. We also have a rear view camera right here, and a transom stereo remote here. Back here we have some really nice transom seating. These backrests will pop up and give you a little bit more back support there. And then they also flip forward and will give you a forward facing option. So it's easy to pop up and down. You do have small storage cubbies right here. And then these are removable, and you do actually have some storage underneath here where your ballast tanks are. Stepping up from the back of the boat, we have a really nice walkway right here. And then we have these flip down steps right here that we can step on to get into the boat. We don't ever have to touch any upholstery. These are also great if you're tied up to a dock and you're going from here to a dock. Like I said, you never have to step on any seats or anything like that, and you have it on both sides. We've got plenty of cup holders back here. We have cup holders, phone holders, a little pouch to put a wallet, keys, phones, any of that. And then we do have exclusive on the M series boats, a rear touchscreen back here. So this gives us the ability to control our interior lighting, our underwater lighting, stereo controls, as well as our heater, all from back here. Back here we have the rear transom board locker. So pop these up and we have a full board locker right here that we can lay a couple different surfboards down. We obviously fill this with life jackets and any other gear that you have. Another added bonus with this setup that not a lot of people realize is you actually do have storage underneath these trays. Now, these trays are not something that I'd want to pull out every single time I needed to access it, but you have your hard tank ballast here, and then you have your plug and play bag on top of it. These plug and play bags are only 150 pounds a piece, and so they don't take up a lot of space, or you can take them out completely and just have all of this as storage. So it's kind of depends on how you want to use this space, whether it be for the board locker or
by taking these outside pieces out and just having a huge deep storage area right here. In addition to the board locker storage, we have storage underneath all the seats here. Right here we have one of our soft cooler locations that is cut out. So we have one there. There's another one up here that I'll show you here in a second. Storage under here. We also have a filler cushion that goes here. The storage underneath the seats on the M230 is not as deep as a lot of the other models are. And the reason for that is because there is two additional ballast tanks right here midship. So that takes up a little bit of storage space, but gives you obviously a little bit more ballast capacity. Right here we have these flip up seats on each side. You can kind of set to different positions. Right here we have our pop-up armrest, so you can comfortably sit right here. Storage obviously comes all the way up through here. Pops up. The OB storage on this boat is really good. We do have this seat that's removable, and we do have another cooler location right here. So another soft-sided cooler. Our trash can chute is right here. And this one is a regular normal size trash can, so you don't have to get an awkward trash bag size. And then up here, under this, we've got a nice flat area for storage. And then you kind of have a hidden storage compartment under this panel right here. It's not super big, but it's a good place to put tools, things that you probably won't ever use, but kind of need to have on the boat or want to have on the boat. And it kind of puts them out of sight, out of mind. You've got an onboard battery charger right here that we can plug in an extension cord to and charge your batteries. And overall, really good storage throughout the cockpit of this M230. Okay, coming up to the dash here, we have our main 15-inch screen here. I'm not going to go into too much depth here. That's kind of another video for another day. But here we have our tack, obviously, our power wedge positions, our ballast tanks. Like I said, there are 6 tanks on here that are all monitored through a float system. So we don't run any timers or anything like that. We actually get accurate ballast level monitoring. Here's our rear view camera right here. If we want a bigger screen on this, we just deselect whatever menu we want to take off of there, and there you have it. We can take pictures, we can record videos all through this camera, and that'll show up here on this smaller screen. Rider profiles, we've got those here. And then we also have driver profiles where we can set the preferred screen layout, the color, all that, and then seat position and everything if the boat's got a memory seat. Phone holder and charger right here. The M Series does have this nice little covered cubby right here. It's a great place to put wallet, keys, phone, anything that you want out of the sun, but you want easy access to. The screen right over here, the smaller screen, we can run all of our lighting from, all of our boat functions like our heater. This boat does have a 3-outlet heater, so we've got these tubes that'll pop out that we can put under our towel or a shirt and warm up when it's cold out. And then we control all of our stereo and our music through this screen as well. And then this does come standard with mapping, which is right here. It's not going to show up because we are inside right now, but when you're outside, your maps will show up and you can get a good idea of where you're at on the water. In addition, on the dash, we have over here our sport knob, which can control our stereo volume, our surf gate left and right, and then our power wedge positions. Every Malibu and Axis boat is going to come standard with the surf band. So I can, while I'm riding, control which side I'm surfing on, the wedge position, which will change the shape of the wave, and then my speed, if I need to speed up or down. And then lastly, our tower speaker volume, we can turn up and down with the surf band. Right here on the throttle, we have our thruster or our stern turn controls right here with this little button, left and right. Up here in the bow of this M230, we have a full wraparound pickle fork or shovel nose style bow. You've got a upholstery piece all the way around, so it's very comfortable to sit really in any position up here. This is one of the most versatile bows that Malibu offers. So we have our full playpen style here. We can take this center filler cushion, we can flip it around and have a piece of soft grip that we walk on to walk through, or we can remove it entirely. So we have kind of three different options. Under here we have a storage area plus our backrest right here that slides in like this and then pops into place. So we have a nice, we can fit 3 people facing forward in the bow of this boat. It's super easy to take in and out. Under here we do have obviously a little bit of storage, and then this is where we store our backrest right here, or our Natalie seat. You do have access to the OB storage area right there. And then you do have a kind of front access point there. And you actually have a third storage area under this seat right here. The bow ballast tank is L-shaped, so you do have a little bit of space right here. There's none on this other side because there's a ballast tank, but there is a little tray right here that you can store stuff in. On the tower of this boat, we have our Edge Force racks. They swivel in and out, pop out, pull these in. No bungees or anything like that. These are specifically for obviously surfboards, wakeboards, and then also compatible with foils. So they work really well with those. You do have surf tow hooks right here. We have our Wet Sounds Rev 12 tower speakers. And you can get optional RGB lighting with all this. Tower speakers, you can kind of see these lighting accents here. And then obviously throughout the boat, you can get those with RGB. These are just the standard ones. Bimini, we have obviously really good coverage with this, almost all the way to the back part of the boat. We've got surf rope storage, or just any rope storage here underneath. And then up on top of the Bimini here, we have board storage for surfboards, foils, or anything like that. Thanks for joining us today on this walkthrough through the Malibu M230. If you're interested in this boat or anything else that we have in stock, feel free to reach out to us. And as always, if you'd like to get on the water and test drive any of these boats, surf behind them, see what they're all about, we'd love to have an opportunity to show you what they're all about and what they can do on the water. So thanks again. We'll see you next time.